Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Hot Jobs. I am your host with the most, Mike Quinn. And with me today is Amber Pickin, and we're here to bring you some incredible opportunities for transitioning service members, veterans, and military spouses around the nation. And don't forget to check the links in our comments section for all the opportunities we're sharing to get additional information. Thanks for joining us today, Amber. Are you excited as I am?
100%. I am here and ready to go.
Well, before we get started, if you are joining us right now, go ahead and put in the comments where you're calling in from, what branch of service you are or represent, and what you're looking to do next. And it could create some opportunities for you. But I love to start these off with a topic, a conversation, something in the transition space that's going to help you kind of navigate things a little better. And so today I want to talk about soft skills. And let me kind of define this. Soft skills are important. They're incredibly important, but not in the way that most transitioning military look at it. Most transitioning service members look at soft skills as what got them promoted in the military, and they want to highlight that on a resume, on a profile, on a job application. And the problem is soft skills don't work on a resume. Hear me out here, right? You can't tell me that you are a critical thinker in a keyword at the top of a resume, and I just assume it's correct. Don't tell me you're a strategic leader. Don't tell me you're a problem solver, a team builder, or whatever. None of those words work. They all have limited to no value on a resume or a profile unless they are directly backed up with experience. And what I mean by that is, don't tell me you're a problem solver. Writing it as a keyword does nothing for me. Tell me or show me where you solved a problem in your organization and the results, what came out of it. Don't tell me that you're a team builder. Show me an example of when you built a team and what that team accomplished, right? That's for all soft skills. Now, before I turn it over to Amber to get her take on it, I want to kind of tell you that I'm not being down on soft skills. What I'm trying to explain is that hard skills and experience on paper are what get you to the interview, right? So when you list relevant experience on a resume, let's say you have 5 years of SQL, 5 years of experience working with SQL, like boom, that's experience. Like check. 5 years of experience building teams. What does that mean, right? And so what I'm going to tell you is that when you work on the resume, when you work on the profile, get rid of the adjectives, get rid of the soft skills, and focus on the hard skills and experience that are relevant to what you want to do. And make sure that you wrap in examples of when you've demonstrated those soft skills, right? And then those hard skills and experiences will get you to the interview. Recruiters will see it. Like no one's searching for team builder when they're sourcing candidates, right? I mean, like no one's searching for critical thinker or problem solver when they're searching for candidates. They're searching for specific titles, roles, or experience, hard skills. So those are what get you to the interview. But when you get to the interview, they've already assumed that you meet the qualifications for the role, that you are a best candidate. That's when the soft skills will get you the job. And if you continue to build on your experience, soft skills are where they're going to help you kind of like accelerate in your next career. So what are your thoughts on this, Amber?
No, I completely agree. I couldn't agree more. And, being myself, a transitioning service member just last year, all of this stuff I have learned over the course of time. So nobody expects you to get out or go through your transition and just know this. That's why we're here to let you know, because we see it from our end. Like Mike said, I don't search for leadership when I'm searching for candidates. That's the last thing I would search for, honestly, just because I know if you're coming out of the military, you likely have some sort of leadership skills, right? Mm-hmm. What level that will come out in the interview process, but I'm looking for the requirements that the job seeker has asked us to look for, whether it's a specific degree, years of experience in certain programs or functions. And in your resume, you don't want to put your soft skills at the top. Honestly, that is just detracting from where what you're actually qualified for. So definitely and we say it all the time, target your resume. I should be able to put your resume up right by the job description, and I should be able to find all of those keywords in your resume. Because that really just sets you apart from people who don't target their resume. And, you always want to put yourself out there as the best version of yourself. You have those skills, put them up front, tell us, be quantifiable. So when they're hiring you, I was just telling Mike before we got on, they're not hiring you to be a leader. They're hiring you for those skills, and the leadership is an added bonus, or the program management, part is an added bonus. Like, what actual skills do you have that set you apart from everybody else? And that's kind of where I stand on it. I mean, like Mike said, in the interview, that's where your leadership and your soft skills all are going to come out, because they're going to ask you those questions. Tell me about a time when, and they're going to look to see, how did you handle certain situations? How did you handle frustration or setbacks or, complicated situations? So yes, the resume should match the job description and be very specific. And then in your interview, that's when you kill it with your soft skills. So
I love it. And I want to add, your LinkedIn profile should have all those keywords in it as well, because 95% of the Fortune 500 use LinkedIn to search for talent. So why not open it up to other opportunities? Because when we're typing those keywords in, make sure your profile has the keywords that recruiters would be searching for that align with the job you want. So that's awesome advice, Amber. So for the next part, I want to get into one of our alliance partners. So have you ever gone into a supermarket or grocery store, I don't know what you call them, depending on where you're at in the country, and seen like a sushi stand, or, the sliced lunch meat sandwiches, or even like when I go to Wegmans, I get the cut fruit that's already sliced for me, or the veggie trays or whatever. Those in most supermarkets are not owned by the supermarket. They are kiosks, franchises owned by companies that kind of leased out the space and provide those services. And so one of our alliance partners that we're really excited about is GBC Food Services. And they have kiosks all across the country that provide these franchise opportunities. So you go in and do the sushi stands, you run the cut produce, you do the Boar's Head deli sections. And what's exciting about this is we have an entrepreneurship skill bridge program. And hear me out on this, because I don't think people really get how one of a kind and exciting this is. So with this skill bridge program, you get to go take over a franchise in an area where you want to be for 3 to 4 months full time, and they teach you how to run the business. No commitment. You work for 3 to 4 months. You run the franchise. You do everything involved in it, including grabbing the revenue and buying this, everything that goes into running the franchise. And at the end of that 3 to 4 month internship, you get to make a decision on whether you want that franchise or not. And they have programs to help you get it. I mean, there is no better program out there for franchises to decide whether you want to earn a business. I mean, you're going to know before you make a decision how much you make every week, every month. You're going to know how much you work. You're going to know whether you want to do that job. And if you say no, you still got 3 to 4 months of experience running a business that is going to accelerate you in whatever path you've decided. So I really can't stress enough how exciting this opportunity is. And then I'll take it another step further. They also have franchise opportunities for veterans all over the country. There's hundreds of opportunities. So if you are a veteran and interested in opening a franchise, doing something that I mean, I get sushi all the time when I go into a supermarket. I get that Boar's Head deli or sandwich. That's an opportunity. Make sure that you reach out. You can put GBC Foods. You can put Yummy Sushi. You can put kiosk, whatever. in the comments, or you can reach out to Amber directly and let her know what you're interested in, and they can connect you with the right team. So when it comes to the job search, I'm pivoting a little here. What are your questions? What are you thinking about? What are you not sure of? I'm going to tell you, go ahead and put those in the comments, and we'll keep it in mind for next week's Hot Jobs if it's one of the topics that we'll discuss. So let us know. We want to help. But now I'm going to turn it over to Amber to discuss some GBC Alliance roles.
Absolutely. So I'm going to talk about some direct hire roles. Some of them do include our alliance partners. So these are going to be positions that are available to fill if you are available to start working within the next 30 to 60 days, ideally. So all of these are direct hire. So these are for all of our eligible veterans, service members, spouses, and we have a ton of roles. So I'm going to briefly kind of go through the list. But definitely, like Mike said, check out our website at hiremilitary.us. All of our jobs are listed there. These are just a handful that we picked for today to discuss. So the first one is going to be, like he said, GBC. They have a ton of roles for our community. They are looking for regional managers nationwide, all over. So Kentucky, Michigan, Louisiana, Texas, Colorado, Indiana. They're looking for people to run the regional operations in those locations. So all of those are listed on our site. Go check it out. Go check out the job description. And if you have any questions, by all means, you are more than welcome to reach out to me, and I'd be happy to answer any questions. They are also looking for Farmers Branch, Texas. So that is Northeast Dallas. They are hiring for multiple roles. That is their headquarters. So when we say multiple roles, we're talking HR administrator. They're looking for franchise sales manager, a warehouse NetSuite coordinator, as well as a NetSuite systems admin. And they are also looking for an inventory accountant. So if any of those sound interesting, you can go over to our website. All of the job descriptions are there, and these are all in Northeast Dallas, which is a fantastic location. Additionally, they're looking for national training specialists nationwide as well. Right now, we have locations in Denver, Colorado, Los Angeles, California, Louisville, Kentucky, Cincinnati, Ohio, and Harrisburg, West Virginia. Those are all listed on our website as well. So national training specialists think you're going to travel, you're going to train the employees for GBC as well as the managers. Fantastic job if you're looking to, get into a job where you kind of get to travel a little bit, which actually kind of sounds fun. So again, those are all GBC. Those are all nationwide opportunities. We have more listed on our website. So go check it out. If you have any questions, reach out to myself. I'll be more than happy to answer. All right, now moving on to, I know one of Mike's favorite jobs that we have. We are looking for managers and senior managers in the DC metro area. So this is going to be a hybrid position. So working in office a couple days, from home a couple days, and you will be working with one of the big four accounting firms. So we're talking Deloitte, KPMG, EY, PwC, and you're going to be part of an ongoing fixed term contract supporting the U.S. Army internal auditing project. You will lead and guide both teams and clients in internal audits. You must have a secret clearance or interim secret clearance, as well as a degree in either accounting, finance, IT, or business management with 4 years experience. There are some ideal certifications as well. If you do have those are fantastic. So CISA, CDFM, CGFM, or CPA. And if you are interested in that role, definitely type it in the chat, manager, senior manager, and we will share the link with you after the live to apply directly. All right, now moving on, we have another one of our alliance partners, Horizon Strategies. They have nationwide opportunities as well. Currently on our website, you will find jobs listed for lead virtual Army recruiting center representative in Fort Knox, Kentucky. So basically you are the first person to determine if someone is eligible to enlist in the Army or to join the Army. So This is in Fort Knox, Kentucky. They're also looking for a lessons learned SME, subject matter expert, program manager in Arlington, Virginia, as well as a fires planner that is in Fort Shafter, Hawaii. Now, I've been there. Hawaii is beautiful. So definitely, if that's your industry of choice, it's beautiful there. So all of those are listed on our site. Go read the descriptions. If you have any questions, let me know. And then finally, for our alliance partners at National Testing Network, they are looking for police and firefighters nationwide. We have a ton of locations listed on our website where they are looking for entry-level police and firefighters. So go check those out and head over to hiremilitary.us. It's right here at the top to find these roles and more. And don't forget to join the talent pool. This is just a snippet of what we have right now. We are constantly updating and adding more roles. So when you join the talent pool, you're able to get personalized recommendations for jobs as we get them. And you get biweekly emails with all of our new jobs and SkillBridge internships. And it's the best way to be connected to us so that you get all of the information as we get it, as well as, when we put out new articles and such.
Well, awesome. Thank you, Amber. And now it's my opportunity to talk about another one of our alliance partners, Veteran Service Brands. And so, in January, Lucy Robinson and I were flown down to Clearwater, Florida, and we spent the better part of a week with about 80 franchise owners that were all veterans. Say that again. Franchise owners that were all veterans. And that was with Veteran Service Brands and their founder, Jack Child. And so they have this program where every one of their franchises has to be owned by a veteran. And it was things that I'd never thought of before. So G-Force parking lot striping. I'm like, parking lot striping. And then I see the difference that a fresh coat of paint on these parking lot stripings and the do not park and the fire lanes and everything else makes. And how busy they are all over the country. They've got field ops doing the athletic marking and all the pickleball courts and everything else like that. They've got these cool little robots that they program everything in. It goes and does it perfectly GPS positioned. They've got the Mach 1 epoxy floors team. I did a post about them last week. They came out and did our CEO, Nick Gismondi's garage. And I'll tell you, 4 or 5 other people in the community saw their cool trucks and came over to check out the work and already signed up for some more. And it's not just the speckled floors. They also do all kinds of artistic, metallic, colored floors and everything. Amazing. And then you've got paint core. And I'll tell you, every time I've moved and gotten my house painted, if it would have been a veteran owning the company that was doing it, I would have hired them over a non-veteran every time. And so I'll tell you that, these are some great opportunities in all of these businesses to pick up a franchise. If you're thinking about getting a franchise, you want something established that's going to be your business that you can run. I can't say enough about how well Veteran Service Brands takes care of their franchise owners or the franchise partners. And honestly, speaking to those veterans in January, I've had several say that getting a franchise, like I saw one almost in tears saying how it changed his life. I don't make this up. I won't say it just because they're alliance partners. I truly believe in what they're doing, and I've seen the impact both on the individuals that got the franchise and on the clients, and it has been amazing. So make sure to let us know in the comments if you want to learn more about Veteran Service Brands. Over to Amber for some SkillBridge internships.
Absolutely. So this next part, I'm going to talk about SkillBridge internships. So let me clarify what SkillBridge is. SkillBridge or if you're Army Career Skills Program, CSP. So our SkillBridge and CSP internships are for eligible transitioning service members within their last 6 months before they separate or retire. So that's based off of typically 180 days before your separation date. These internships do provide a high probability of a full-time job offer upon successful completion, which is always dependent, on your performance in the internship. We also can help you create your own internship. So if none of these or the ones listed on our website appeal to you and you have a company in mind that you want to work with and you've reached out to them and they're very interested in bringing you on as an intern, definitely let us know. If you want to learn more about that, we'll be happy to give you more information as well as a template of what to potentially say to that potential partner and help you get set up and get you started. So the first opportunity I have, this is for AWS Solutions Architect. Now, this can be in either the San Antonio, Texas area or the DC metro area. So this is a fantastic opportunity. And let me specify the details of this specific skill bridge because there are very specific details for this. So it is a 12-week skill bridge internship that will start on the 22nd of July and last through 11 October. So you do have to be available to be on skill bridge during the 12 weeks of this internship portion. During the internship, you're going to be trained on A+, Sec+, Net+. It's 40 hours a week of online training. It is remote. Followed by the skill bridge training. Once you're complete with that, you will be on 12 weeks of paid training. So what that means is you do have to be on terminal leave by that point. We're looking at that starting somewhere about a week after the 11th of October, a week or two. And that's 12 weeks of paid training where you're going to dive more into the AWS DevOps. So both the internship and the paid training are remote. Once those are complete and you have successfully passed your certifications, you will then be deployed to a GovCon client on site in either the San Antonio, Texas, DC metro area for a 2-year contract. Now, the must-have, which is non-negotiable, we cannot work with anything less, is a TS clearance. You do have to have an active top secret clearance. So if you meet that timeline, if those areas sound fantastic to you, if you've always wanted to get into AWS as well as, Sec+, Net+, A+, this is definitely a once in a lifetime skill bridge opportunity for you to literally be trained by the company that is then going to hire you full-time afterwards. So it is fantastic. If you have any questions, do reach out. I will say if you don't meet the timeline, still reach out. I would love to have a chat with you because there may be more opportunities down the line. So if you don't meet the 22 July timeline, definitely send me a message anyway, and we can still talk, okay? All right. And my second opportunity is going to be with our amazing partners at Texas Instruments. So we're focused on Texas today, I feel like. But Texas Instruments, they are looking for one more equipment technician to bring to their team this August. The cohort does start 26 August in Dallas, Texas. And they are looking for someone to come on board as an equipment technician. So if you are electrical, mechanically inclined, you have 3 to 5 years roughly experience, this job is definitely for you. They're looking for someone to help them improve their system performance, to do process requirements and basically eliminate repetitive downtimes. And it also comes with a $6,000 housing transportation stipend to help offset kind of the cost of living in that area. So this is a fantastic opportunity. It does start 26 August, but it is adjustable to your timeline. So if you have, 75 days, 90 days, 120 days, it will end when it is available to you. It's not fixed on the back end. And then my final one is also with Texas Instruments. This one does not have a specific start date. They're open to a start date anytime this year. And this is for an engineering technician, also in Dallas, Texas. So they're looking for someone to perform technical functional support within the lab in engineering, such as design, testing, modification, fabrication, and assembly of circuitry. They are looking for someone with an associate's degree or related electronics technical training. So 2 years, basically hands-on electrical or mechanical equipment technician experience. It's a fantastic location. We have had so many successful Valors in that program. They have all loved it. You probably see us post about it all the time. Our Texas Instruments interns can't say enough about that program. So if you are interested, definitely send me a message. We'll put the links in the chat afterwards. I did want to add SkillBridge. It is life-changing. I did SkillBridge myself. And if you are a transitioning service member, let us know in the comments. We want to connect with you. We want to answer your questions. If you know somebody that's getting out of the military that might not be on here right now, tag them. We want to get them the information as well, because I mean, SkillBridge is once in a lifetime. I mean, and it can make all the difference. So any questions, definitely reach out to us.
Thanks, Amber. And along lines of those focus on Texas, I just want to point out that the Dallas Cowboys are struggling this year. They're looking a little rough. Quarterback issues, wide receiver issues, off-season issues. So those Cowboys, they are descending while my Eagles are flying. So just to share that for everybody, fly, Eagles, fly. If you're an Eagles fan, put that in the comments. We don't want to hear from any Cowboys fans. But I want to go and move into our final highlighted alliance partner today, which is Acuity International. And, they are known for enabling mission continuity and stability for government and enterprise organizations all over the world. So they really genuinely tackle some of the toughest projects on earth. So they have a bunch of OCONUS roles in Iraq and Somalia. So I'll tell you, I know a bunch of people that got out and really just wanted to get back into the fight. And this is an opportunity for you. They have security, intel analysis, healthcare, and medical technology roles in Iraq and Somalia. These are well-paid roles. These are opportunities to get out, deploy, and support the force. And I would definitely check out Acuity International and check out our hiremilitary.us to see if those roles would be a good fit for you. And you could always reach out to Amber. You could put your note in the comments if you're interested in one of them, or send a note to Lucy Robinson, and they'll be able to connect you with them. And, before I close this out, I do want to just, let the companies out there that might be listening that you've got an opportunity to join our alliance program as well. Get your logo on the first page and have us highlight you not only in hot jobs, but in posts, share your open roles, and kind of help you reach a larger segment of the service member, veteran, and military spouse population. So if you're interested in learning more about our alliance program, go ahead and send me a note on LinkedIn, and we'll go ahead and schedule a call to talk about it. But, as we close out, I want to give you a final, what we need to do today. So I know Amber kind of hit on it, and she said, join the talent pool. And I'll tell you that whether it's the internships talent pool or whether it's the jobs talent pool, joining the talent pool is a way to kind of put yourself in the conversation. Our recruiters search the talent pool first to see if we have anyone that's already said they're available and meets the qualifications before they go looking outwards. And it only takes a minute or two to upload your information. So it's the best way to stay connected, get personalized job recommendations, and learn about new opportunities, because once you join our talent pool, we're able to send our newsletter out. We're able to send our communications and highlight new roles to you. So, and then the last thing I'm being told I have to do is I have to remind you for some reason that we do hot jobs every Tuesday at 2 p.m. So I would encourage you to join us every chance you get, and tell your friends. There's a lot of opportunities here. I'll always have an interesting tip, and we'll see you next week.